The Red Cross founder, Clara Barton, was a nurse, and she was the angel of the battlefield, providing care and comfort to soldiers during the Civil War. Today, we carry forth her legacy with partners like Albany Med Health System to provide support to communities in need. Whether it's a patient needing blood transfusion or making sure that we can do preventative work in our communities like installing free smoke alarms or offering CPR training that can save lives when moments matter.
When I think about the Albany Med Health System and I think about the Red Cross, we have such similar missions. We're both available 24/7. We never close our doors. We're going to be there for you. The second is we're in our communities. And I think importantly, we both bring healing and hope to the communities.
Whether it's a new lifeguard getting CPR training, or someone giving blood for the very first time helping a patient in need, a service member who's deployed overseas that gets an emergency communication with the Red Cross, or a home fire victim that is going to have a volunteer with them tonight to provide comfort and care in their darkest times. The Red Cross is there each and every day for communities in need.
I was born in Rwanda, grew up in Republic of Congo, and that's where I had Aunt Singiza. And since she was a baby, she used to cry a lot. She could walk, she couldn't play with others, she couldn't go to school like the others because she was in a lot of pain. And we went to this big hospital in the country. That's where they did the same test, and they figured out, yes, she has sickle cells. Her eyes was turning kind yellowish, or she was running out of blood. It was very hard to find blood for her.
Usually, when I don't have my blood, I feel low energy. And sometimes I'll be walking and my feet will get really aching to the point where I can't bend my knees anymore. Or I'll have really bad hip pain where I can't sit down in one place for too long.
When she gets her blood transfusion, you have to see her a couple hours later. She's there dancing, jumping, thinking what to do, activities. It's beautiful to see. It's like someone who was asleep, completely unconscious, and wake up and start doing things out of nowhere. It's beautiful to see.
We can never underestimate the power of volunteers. 90% of the Red Cross work is volunteers, and you never know when you're going to need support from a community. A patient like Anne, who needs a blood transfusion for sickle cell disease, is relying on the community to come out, roll up their sleeves to provide hope when it matters most. We wouldn't be able to deliver blood to Albany Med Health Systems without volunteer drivers to drive that blood. We wouldn't be able to respond to the home fire that will happen tonight in our community without a volunteer getting out of bed at 2 o'clock in the morning to wrap a blanket around someone and provide immediate resources. And if you look at what's happened in our country, we're responding to more frequent weather-related disasters. So the Red Cross is being called time and time again to deploy volunteers to help communities recover in the aftermath of large disasters. And we couldn't do any of that without incredible volunteers who come to the Red Cross each and every day to help their communities become stronger.
My son, Shakir, was born with sickle cell disease. My son received blood transfusions every 3 weeks from age 3.5 to age 34, which was the age that he died due to complications from sickle cell disease. In working with the Red Cross, I have been trying to help them increase blood donations in the Black community. Until I got involved and helped organize the blood drive, I wasn't really aware of all that the Red Cross did.
Albany Medical Center has a great partnership with the Red Cross. We do it 2 different ways. We have 12 different blood drives every year on campus, and we aim to get between 50 and 60 units each time. And in 2022, we collected over 600 units of blood. Each one of those units of blood has the potential to save up to 3 lives. So in 2022, we think we impacted and have the ability to save over 2,000 lives with the blood donations just on this campus here.
The volunteers who donate blood save lives. We need it for transfusion, you need it for chemotherapy treatments, and pretty much everything that the hospital has with the surgeries, oncology, apheresis, all needs blood.
The community plays a huge role in donating blood for the community. If you think about it, anybody could need the blood. It could be you, it could be your loved one, it could be the neighbor's child, it could be anyone. It's very important.
For the people who have donated blood, I really appreciate you taking time out of your life. I know needles might be scary to some people, but imagine how worse it would be if there's a kid out there who's out on a bed because they needed that blood. So thank you.
Congratulations to Albany Med Health System. We have an incredible partnership thanks to all the great work that your staff do to make sure that we can take care of our communities. The Red Cross relies on the generosity of volunteers, and we couldn't be prouder to honor you tonight with the Humanitarian Spirit Award.
I think it's a remarkable recognition of our workforce here, and I'm privileged to represent them here today. When I think about Albany Med and I think about the Red Cross, I think about how long both have been in our communities. Both have been here for about 150 years, working on building resilient communities. We know that the Red Cross has been with us for many, many decades, and I suspect that we're going to have many things that we need to do together in the future as well. So together, I think that we have the same mission, which is lifting up our communities, making them stronger.